Hello my loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on a sleek ponytail, aka pressed ponytail, aka extended ponytail. Stay tuned. So my client's hair has already been washed, conditioned, and pre-straightened, and now I'm just doing her a nice clean part. I'm going to use my pressing comb to make sure everything is nice and sleek.
Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on.
Now I'm going to section it off. This makes for a sleeker, more uniform look, and it makes you have more control over the hair. Then I'm going to start applying beeswax. It doesn't matter which beeswax you use. On this one, I use the Murray's beeswax, but you can use any beeswax that you feel comfortable with using. They all pretty much all work the same.
Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along.
Now I'm going to go through each section with the beeswax, just smoothing it over my hand a little bit to break it down some because it is really stiff. And some people like to use just straight hairspray, but I like to use a combination of both because it gives a longer, stronger hold. Now you want to start slicking it with your comb and your hand right behind it. The hand behind the comb technique gives for a smoother look. If you try doing this with just the comb without using your hand behind it, it will not come out as slick. So make sure you comb and then go behind it with your hand to smooth everything into place. You want to do one section at a time so you can maintain control over the hair and keep everything nice, sleek, and neat.
Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday, someday.
Now you want to go ahead and wrap your ponytail holders around them. These are just the real simple ponytail holders that you can buy from any local beauty supply. There's like $2 for a pack of, I think, 12 in there. So you want to wrap it. Don't do it too tight because you don't want to give anybody a headache. You just want it tight enough to hold. Now I'm going to use my Got To Be Glued hairspray and spray it down. Then we're going to use our blow dryer to smooth it. And you just take your hand and rub and smooth, or you could do this with the back of a rat tail comb as well. Now we're going to move on and proceed to do the other side. And after we get done with this side, then we'll do the next side. So I'm just combing out where I want her little baby hairs to go. It's not going to be much baby hair because the more baby hair, the harder it is for the client to keep up. So we're going to keep it simple and just give her 2 small swoops and then slick everything else down. The name of the game is slick, slick, slick. So you want to make sure you slick that thing as smooth as possible. The more you slick, the better the outcome is going to be. Remember, the name of this is a sleek ponytail, so it needs to be sleek. As sleek as possible.
Someday, some way, we'll find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on.
I'm pulling out my edge brush now so I can get those edges as sleek as possible. You can purchase this brush at any local beauty supply or on Amazon. Most of the things that I use, or pretty much everything, can be purchased on Amazon. Amazon is the king of everything right now. So just go on Amazon, order it, get it shipped to your front door, or find your local beauty supply.
Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday, someday.
Now we're on our final side, my loves. We're just going to repeat what we did to the other side and slick it really well on back into that ponytail.
along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday, someday.
Don't be afraid to get in there and slick now. Use what you got. That's how you're going to get the best results. Get on in there. Slick it, slick it, slick it.
We'll find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way.
If you need to go back in and add a little more beeswax, then do so. Use what you need. Use your own discretion to make sure you get this as slick as possible. I can't stress that enough.
Someday, someday. Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday, someday. Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on.
Now that we got that all slick, we're going to spray a little bit more of our hairspray. Take that blow dryer, go in there and slick it all down so it's nice and neat. And then we're going to add another ponytail holder. And then we're going to get to wrapping the ponytail. Now I'm just going to use my rat tail comb to make sure everything gets nice and neat and slick down. I'm a perfectionist, y'all, so bear with me because I like everything, every hair to be in place. Now we're going to spray the ponytail down one more time with the Got to Be Glued hairspray really good. And then we're going to tie it down with some rapid strips. You can use the white ones as well. I just prefer to use the black ones because they hold stronger and you can stretch them a little bit more without them tearing on you. Now we're going to braid her ponytail down and then we're going to wrap it with the wrap strips to protect it from the glue so the glue will not touch her hair at all. Now we're going to add glue to the strips and then we're going to wrap the hair around this starting from the bottom and we're going to work our way up. Now you want to wrap this kind of tight so it can stay on and be secure.
We'll find a middle ground and get along someday, some way. We'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday.
Now I'm going to grab a piece of hair from the bottom that I'm going to use to wrap around to hide the tracks from where the hair stops at the top of the ponytail. So you want to take a piece out, and then I'm going to spray it down with my Got2b glue spray, or you can use a spritz on this part and spray it down really, really good, because you don't want this to unravel. If you don't spray enough and you just wrap it, it will unravel. So make sure you comb it out, keep everything uniform, make sure all the hairs are in place, and then you're going to add a little bit of glue to the underside, and that's to make sure that it's secure and it doesn't unravel. This client can go to the club and turn up, she can turn down, she can turn it all around, and this ponytail ain't gonna come off. Now I'm going to spray it again and use my blow dryer to dry it so it can freeze in place, and it's locked in there, it won't move until it's time to take it down. Now we're going to flat iron it. I'm going to be using my Gibbery flat irons that can be purchased from Sally's or once again online at Amazon. They are gibbery. I believe they're called Nano Tech or something like that. But yeah, they're on there.
Just get along. Move on. Someday. Find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday, someday.
Now it's time to remove the paper. And we are done.
Someday, some way, we'll find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along. Move on. Someday, someday.
And a polished look. And voila, black magic, baby.
We'll find a middle ground and get along. Someday, some way, we'll leave it all aside and move on. Just get along.
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at House of Keanu.
Someday. Some way, yeah, find me, make it long.